Hi everybody, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. This is the daily all signs forecast. It is for everyone that sees it. It is originally created for Friday the 24th of March. It's not solely set for that date. If you're seeing it on a different date, by all means, if it fits your situation, use it. I believe readings can be timeless and find us when we need them rather than when they were originally created for. This is a broad spectrum reading intended for a bunch of people, so I speak in broad terms. You have to figure out if and where, what situations it pertains to in your life. You'll each experience it a little bit differently. I will refer back to the Sunday underpinning energy. That video populates in the lower left-hand corner. That is a layer of energy that's happening in the background underneath all of this during the Sunday reading. For those of you that are new, please check out the drop-down menu underneath any of my daily readings. In there is some housekeeping rules, things I want you to think about when utilizing my channel, what decks I'm using, how to follow me on social media. If you want to request a private reading, you can reach out to me at either my Facebook business page or my Instagram. Know that I will never reach out to you to sell you a reading. If anybody ever attempts to, it's not me. What else do I need to tell you? Easy ways to support the channel. You can hit that thumbs up button if you enjoy the content. You can subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I go live or when I put up new content. I do put up daily content, so there's usually a video every day. Share the video out and leave me a question or comment. Say hello if you're new. Let me know that you're here. If anything maybe doesn't make sense or you do need clarification, by all means, leave me a question or comment, and I will read it and heart it and answer it if it needs answering, all of that stuff. I greatly appreciate that stuff. It helps the algorithm and it puts my video out in front of other people's videos. You know, if YouTube sees that people are enjoying my content. So let's get into these cards and see what the cards want us to know for Friday the 24th, and again, like I said, it's not solely set for that date. You can utilize this reading whenever you are seeing it. So let's see what the card is for the day. We have the High Priestess. I will take her. She is gorgeous. So I'm going to say this. There's been a lot of this week about intuition. I was looking back at the Sunday reading, and the Sunday Miracles Now card was this. I'm going to repeat it to you guys. When I honor my feeling, I find my power in powerless situations. And then there was my presence is my power, trusting my intuition. I make decisions from a place of intuition and power. Yesterday's was I trust that my gut reaction is the truth underneath the surface of my fears. We've also seen justice a lot this week in the readings. Justice appeared twice in the Sunday reading and yesterday in the clarifiers. There is this, I'm going to just say this, I feel like there's this divine feminine truth within us that we need to be trusting. The intuition, gut feelings, those sort of things live in that realm. And with the High Priestess, she's no exception to sort of higher spiritual truth. We saw the Hierophant yesterday too in the clarifiers, and he's like the masculine version of that. We have her here, and she presents as Piscean energy. She's a keeper of secrets in a way, spiritual secrets, her own intuition. She follows by those secrets. She doesn't necessarily have to convince anyone of her knowledge or her wisdom. She knows her truth, and she acts upon it. Oftentimes, in the background or silently. That's why she's so associated with secrets. She doesn't need anyone's confirmation or validation for what she feels or knows to be true. She's the High Priestess, for Christ's sake. She knows her stuff. She knows what she needs, how she feels, what her higher spiritual truth is, and she acts on it from that place. She's in alignment with the higher spiritual realms, but also that puts her, I feel like, in alignment with what's going on around her, even if those situations might seem adverse or not be, I don't want to say not working in our favor, but we don't have to, the High Priestess doesn't bother herself with petty arguments or obstructions, right? However they show up in our lives. She just sort of acts from what she knows to be true. and she moves from that place, from a place of wisdom, silence even sometimes, solidarity, spiritual strength, all of that. And I love that light coming from her hand at the moon. It reminds me of the tattoo I want to get. But she's definitely a source of our own internal divine feminine wisdom leading us today. Emotionally too, because she's associated with Pisces, which is highly intuitional, but also highly emotional. So whatever our emotions and our intuition is telling us, we need to heed and we need to listen to. From the Sunday reading, underpinning this is the Wheel of Fortune, and that's the environment or being in alignment with whatever is going on, shifting or changing within our lives. And so the High Priestess is going to use that to her advantage, even if it is like bigger than her, outside of her control. She's highly connected to it. So she's going to roll with the changes, so to speak, not to quote REO Speedwagon, but I'm going to. She's going to roll with the changes and allow them to be. She's not going to allow them to shake her or rock her faith in herself or what she knows to be true. Let's go to the Miracles Now card. I welcome abundance and I will pay attention to the guidance I receive. That is the higher spiritual wisdom that is within us. It will bring us abundance with the Wheel of Fortune underpinning this. It will lead us in the right direction as long as we trust it and we know that it's leading us towards that abundance. Remember, we have that courage stone underpinning everything, so we need to be courageous in believing our spiritual truth, how we feel about a situation, trusting that and knowing that that's leading us towards our internal guidance is leading us towards the abundance that we seek. So if there's things that are going on around us, because the Wheel of Fortune is going to be transformative on a greater scale, right? So there might be situations that are shifting or changing. Even if it feels as though it's shifting or changing in a direction we didn't expect or don't really think that we want or doesn't fit within our plan, ratchet it back and go into your intuition. Be courageous and trust what you know to be true and keep following that guidance. It is leading you in the right direction. And that's also why we've seen justice so much this week. Let's look to the clarifiers. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Talk about new 3D beginnings. This can be an offer coming out of nowhere. We've seen, I feel like, a lot of aces this week. We've seen the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, now the Ace of Pentacles. New beginnings are afoot here as we trust this. And this would key into this abundance that we see here. It may start off, it may come out of nowhere because aces are oftentimes, surprises. But we need to trust it when it shows up. When the door opens, walk through it is the feeling that I'm getting. Take the risk or take the chance if it feels right spiritually and emotionally. If it feels in alignment to you and your higher self, by all means grab hold of it and let the new path open up in front of you. See where it takes you. We have this Aries new moon also, so new things should abound. New creations, new ideas, new opportunities during this moon cycle. We have the Magician. Again, we have all of the, he to me feels like also a nice masculine balance to the High Priestess. We have the ability to take high spiritual action. He has all of the elements at his disposal. He has the cup, the sword, the pentacle. He is as above, so below, right? He takes what's in the spiritual realm and he makes it real on the 3D. That is the Ace of Pentacles here. That is the Wheel of Fortune spinning in our favor. But we need to work with the wheel, be open to the wheel. Look at what's going on around us, and then instead of being in resistance to things that are shifting or changing or whatever, look for the opportune moments or the the opportunities for creation. That's where the Magician is going to do his best work, and the High Priestess's intuition is going to lead us into this action that the Magician would represent and be able to create from. And then the last card is the World. So we are coming to completions and new beginnings. We see the new beginning in the Ace of Pentacles. We also have new beginnings in the potentiality of the Wheel of Fortune underpinning all of this. The World is about like closing up a chapter, a successful ending, a celebration, being aware of what we've been through, what we've learned, and what we know to be true for ourselves. Not being afraid to move forward. Assimilating the knowledge that we've gained from past experiences and putting it to good use for the new experiences to come. So, in Wheel of Fortune, the World is also major arcana, so this should see a major, like, closeout, I want to say. And be brave, be courageous, step forward with your heart, with your intuition, and create what it is that you need, what it is that you want. And here is the grounding stone for the day. It is on carnelian, which we associate with the red color of the root chakra. The word is knowledge. Our own spiritual knowledge, our own intuitional knowledge, our own emotional knowledge is going to be what leads us. The knowledge also of past experiences we gain from the World card allows us to take action from the position of the magician and make things that seem impossible actually come together. Be patient with the Wheel of Fortune underneath this, right? Because the Wheel of Fortune will spin in our direction or on towards whatever we focus on, as long as it's in alignment with us. So trusting that we're in alignment is key. That is your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please hit the thumbs up button by all means. Subscribe to the channel, leave me a question or comment, and share the video out. And I'm going to end this at right at 11:11. You all have a wonderful day. Take care.